Hi, I'm Maya Zimmerman, or Fantastic Fox. I did a review recently on Super Puzzled Cat, and I feel like I didn't get to talk about just the details, you know, because I don't want to spoil anything. I want people to know it's very big, but I want all those little surprises. I want people to get to experience all the little surprises that I got to experience, because it's really magical. But I did want to talk about one particular level. I wanted to talk about all the nitty-gritty of it, and like kind of a little bit of a love letter to that level, and also just level design in general. Because it's a really great example, I think, of good level design. But I do want to preface it, this is going to be spoilers for Ergosphere, the 16th level in the 8th world, so very much at the end of the game. It's going to be spoilers for the solution, the main solution. It's going to be spoilers for the secret, and it's going to be spoilers for the mystery blocks, which pop up throughout the game. And you know, you can go through the whole thing without figuring out what the mystery blocks do, and if you do figure it out, you get an achievement for it. And the mystery blocks play into the secret for this level. So, if you don't want to be spoiled on that stuff, you know, I wouldn't recommend watching this video, because I'm just going to be doing, that's what all it is. It's going through that level and talking about the stuff in it. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm hoping at this point, I put it here on the grasslands to be like, you know, hide the spoiler stuff as much as possible, so it's not like, you know. But yeah, if you're cool with spoilers, we're going to Infinity, the 8th world, which I haven't done all the levels in, and the 16th level, Ergosphere, which you can see I have a black yarn ball in, which is the secret for that level. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about this in the context of, like, I mean, at this point you could have Play Dead. I love Play Dead. But chances are, you got a good chance you'd be working with binoculars and glasses, which binoculars let you look around and glasses let you look further than normal. But you've still got a fairly limited view here. So we can chart when you first start the level, you know, you can't go up. You kind of have to go into this pit of all these jetpacks. So you want to collect all 4, surely, and not hit the spikes and blast off. So, really simple puzzle, simple solution. But of course, you have to actually not run into stuff. Okay, so we're on our, we blasted off, we landed on a block, and this is a mystery block. So if you've worked with mystery blocks before, you know kind of what you're getting into with this. And if you haven't, you might just be perplexed. But basically, I'll get into the mystery blocks after I finish the level normally. We'll just leave them a mystery for now. So, we get up here, we see that there's a mystery block. If you know what mystery blocks do, you probably make a save state here. We're gonna make a save state here regardless. And then you get the ghost, you need to ghost through, and then, okay, so you get the ghost, goes through, turn back, and then you land back on spikes. And this is something that confused me for a while, and this is one of those puzzles that's not really a puzzle. The solution is just not missing something really obvious about, like, there's a great example in the 4th level where you have these spikes that you have to bounce across to get to the ghost, and then everything tells you, oh, I don't have the gum, so I can't bounce back. But you can just jump back. It's just your brain kind of gets tricked into this thinking of like, oh, it's got to be this way. Why isn't it working? Why can't I figure out any solution that works this way? So that's kind of what I got stuck on here, was going, okay, I jetpack, I ghost, and then there's nothing to land on. So I thought maybe you go off to the side, but that doesn't work either, because you can't switch this setup where there's ghost blocks and regular blocks means that you can't pass it, pretty much, because you can't turn from solid to ghost, or ghost to solid, while you're overlapping with either of those blocks. So you just can't get through with the ghost. And so you go, okay, I can't get through with the ghost over here. You know, you can go here and fall. Or no, I think you crash. I think you crash no matter what. I'm pretty sure. There's got to be a way to do this. Maybe just from... Yeah. So, you're falling, and you fall into nothing. Because there's nothing really down there. So let's actually do the intended... Let's do the intended solution, which is just blasting off again. And that kind of leads into a chain of blasting off. And now... and you kind of... You go through this whole section kind of navigating like, oh, you get past here, and then you realize you have to keep using jetpacks, and you just keep using jetpacks to get up here to where there was a ribbon to break this. And now we see our second mystery block. And they can be destroyed through normal means of destroying blocks. So this is something where we're already seeing like, okay, now we have to like get this ribbon, get up here, and break these blocks, but not break the mystery block. But break all 3 of the blocks above it, exactly all 3 of them, or at least 2. So now we've got like a difficult platforming section, right? Because now it's like dodging the blocks, using the jetpacks, using the... This is all platforming. There's no real puzzle here, not even any kind of like pseudo puzzle. It's just straight up you know. Can you platform? And see, if you just do it, just like go up, 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 and then press the button when you get the ribbon, you destroy the mystery block. So that kind of, at this point, if we wanted the secret, we couldn't get it, or we'd have to go back. But we're just going to continue with the regular level. Alright? So let's look around. Oh, and there's our third mystery block, which is blocked by spikes and upside down. But we can get upside down with the little flipping cat thing here. And that is, you know, it clearly sets a course, right? There's a slight puzzle here, but not much of one, where it's flip upside down and collect the jetpacks and do essentially the opposite of what you did going the other direction, and now you're controlling all this upside down. So it's just platforming. And we can save here. And yeah, so like you can scope. I kinda saved right at a tricky spot. So wait, how much of this is visible? Okay, so because also only so much of this is visible at a time. So we can see when we're up here that we get the jetpacks, go up, and can take either way through here, and then go through that tiny gap, and then go on the side, and then we don't know what. But there is a little upside down L here, and is it just to, you know, it seems like maybe it's just there to mess us up, but it could be part of a larger puzzle. So, whoop. Okay, so now I know how to solve this. You go down here, and that gets you up here. But you couldn't see all of that from up top. You could see that from down here when you were down here initially. But your chances of actually like clocking what's going on this side as you're trying to navigate what's going on that side, you know, it's kind of rough. So we get up here, and I want to talk about this because this is actually a little bit of a tricky thing, because if you basically, when you get past you blast off and you land somewhere around here, and that's when you can activate your jetpack again. But if you activate your jetpack again, you will crash into this section here. So you actually have, that's what this little alcove is for, is kind of like measuring how far to go before you blast off again. And this level has indicators like that. The whole game has indicators where it's something that is on, it's like a line. There are clear lines at times that can be used as indicators for, like, press the button now, or like, do this thing. This indicator doesn't tell you to do this thing, but it kind of does. It kind of gives you an idea of where things, when to press buttons and when to activate abilities. So that's, I think, what this is supposed to be guiding you towards is like, duck back into this little alcove for a little bit, and then that's how far you need to drop before you get up here safely. Because it is really just like, if you get in this alcove a little distance at all, you're going to be safe when you get up here. So now we've got a ribbon and two more jetpacks, and we can flip upside down. So logically, we're, you know, it seems pretty simple, right? We ribbon through here, we jetpack up, and then we land on these, and then we jetpack up again, and that's something. You know, is it the end of the level? I don't know. So, we're up here, we jetpack, and now we're up here, and now we jetpack, and it kills us. Because we hit the death plane for falling by going upward. So we need to fall a certain distance, and this is a pretty common puzzled cat puzzle where the solution is doing the jetpack a little lower than you want to or you're inclined to. And we have this indicator here again with the indicator, right, one right after another. This line, which served a purpose already in the game in the level design for using the ghost and blocking the ghost. This serves two purposes here, and now it serves a third purpose in that if we are below this line, we're safe to not trigger the blocks. The blocks that appear when you touch and untouch them. So yeah, and I'll show you here. I went a little far, but that's fine, because going a little far gets you up here. And, you know, it isn't like you have to be on this line and that's the marker. It's like there's a certain degree of leeway. If you hit the marker and then press the button, you're probably fine. So now we're up here, and we can't see what's further down, but we know we can fall. So we fall upward, and there's the yarn. So that's really it. And it's a long, it's kind of a long level. We're gonna save as we fall. There we go. So that's the pink yarn ball, which is, you know, I think this is a cool level. I think it does a lot of cool stuff. And it stands well on its own, but now we're going to, and I'm gonna change my item to play dead, which is kind of like it seems like, oh no, it just kills me, but it's actually a better version of the binoculars because you can explore. If there is screen to show off, you can see that screen. So yeah, we go over here and we can look at the whole thing in one sitting, and you know, I forget the item. I have something that lets me see that there's black yarn in places. I wouldn't need that because of the mystery blocks, and I'm gonna talk about the mystery blocks now because now we're in secret territory. So the mystery blocks, the way that they work is that basically they're activated when you're standing on them, and when you jump off them, they count down and then deactivate. And if you put saves on the mystery blocks, on all 3 mystery blocks, and then you rewind to previous saves, the mystery block timer runs during the rewind, and you can have all 3 activated at once, and that causes the level to flip upside down, and it dumps you out from the block that you're on, which is just a lot of fun. But because you use the save function, you know, the level has all these little areas that it's good to save in because there's tricky little platforming and stuff. But because you are going from one save to a previous save to a previous save, you're not getting all the little saves between that you want to do to make the level easier. Because it's kind of a hard level to go through in one sitting, with essentially 3 save points. So we've got our first save point here, which this comes directly after this challenge. This wasn't really a puzzle, it was the first challenge, and the like, once you get up there... Wait, did I not save? Okay. So we create a save here, and we've gotten through one pain in the butt section, and we got to create a save. And it's stuff like this, like the fact that you're saving is essentially, it's essentially checkpoints, right? You have these specific checkpoints that are fixed instead of being save where you want. It's save here. This is how you get the secret. And I love that about this. So let's get up to the next one. And now we actually have to do the hard part of this, which is getting that. But that's our trick for this section, right? To get to the next save point. So this might take a bit. This is a hard little bit to get, actually. But it's not just doing the whole thing, right? we've got that first little chunk of it that we've got a nice save. I love it. That's a good feeling. That's a great feeling, getting that one. Alright, so now we're at our second save point, which is perfect because that was a pain in the butt to get exactly these blocks. We did a little bit of fun normal platforming, and then a tough trick. And the reward for the tough trick is a save. And now we jump right into another tough trick. And actually, let's see, I've got my save here. So we've got tough trick 1, get through here. Tough trick 2, get through here. And this is like, this section is so save stateable, and making you do it without a save state after doing this is kind of brutal. And really, that's like, you gotta do all of this from like, and you also have to solve the puzzle of travel, slowly travel. So you gotta figure out the solution to this bit, right? How do you get this? Like, there's spikes right there, so it makes sense you'd go from the top, and it looks like there's stuff going on over here to the right. This is like unused area. And then over here we've got spikes up to a point, but after that point there's no spikes. So it seems like we could go, if we fall upwards on either side, we'll end up falling upwards until we land, decide to turn around and land back here. So that's a pretty easy solution. But gosh, as hard as the execution is on this, we deserve some easy solutions. So when we get here, the problem with going this way is we have this right here and the death plane right above it. So I don't know if you can get the jetpack over here safely. I haven't been able to, but if you land here like normal, you can just fall all the way down to the left and be safe. But we have to execute all of this. One life. Let's go. Oh, that's perfect. And then I botch it. That's gonna be rough. That might be too much. Yeah. There we go. That might be too much. Oh, whew, just barely. Alright. Now let's remember how to do this properly. Fall down. Alright, and save, just jump. And then we're up here. And then we can fall. And now we're on the thing. We're on the mystery block. So let's save here. And I'm going to save as soon as this happens. As soon as I connect it, I'm going to press the save button because it's immediately going to dump me out into the upside down world. So yeah, so you get dumped right out into death, and you have to turn and collect the ghost and fall through the spikes, which dumps you out here, which now we can reassess what's going on here again. All right, so now we can look for the black yarn ball. Which is down here now. So now we're up here as a ghost. Well, I mean, normally we'd be a ghost. Let's just... Okay. So we're up here as a ghost, and we can go here to go directly to the yarn ball. But we don't have anything to safely get up there, because if we blast off, we crash. We need the ability to flip, which you get going through all this. Which, this is easy, you just fall down, and it's all safe. And then this is easy and safe. Then you fall down, grab the rocket packs, blast up, grab the flip, which you need, and then blast upward to here, and get the ribbon to go up here, to get up here, to land up here safely. Well, actually, now we can go up here because we want to be on this side. And we don't have that kill plane at the top. So let's go through this. This is actually... And now we have our free saving again. We can save wherever we want. You know, fall down here, fall down here. It's all safe. And then we break through all that. Save again, why not? And then we go in here. Oh, right, it's switched around. Alright. Oh, wait, no, now we want to go all the way up. Okay. So now we're going all the way up. And falling over here. And blasting off and then flipping as we get to the top. And that's it! We got our secret, super secret solution. And that's it. I wanted to show that off because it's so cool that, and that's the other thing too, is I didn't even talk about that, is the fact that the two block ghost block preventing solution serves a fourth purpose in preventing you from going down this side to get stuff easier. So it really does, like, there's just so much, so much, so much coolness in this level, just in this one level. It's just like such a cool thing, like all of it, I think. And the game is just full of this. This is Super Puzzled Cat, like just constantly cool stuff. Like, love it, absolutely incredible. Super Puzzled Cat is on Steam. But yeah, that's it. That's Ergosphere, and I hope you enjoyed me talking about it. And if you haven't played Puzzled Cat, alright, get on it. It's great. Now you know how to do this part of it, but and if you're a Puzzled Cat fan, you're in good company. I love this game. It's super good. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.